When is actually the best time to buy a 4K or a Blu-ray? Well, let's get into it. In today's physical media news topic video, we talk about when it's the best time to buy a Blu-ray, a 4K, and even a DVD to save yourself some money. And then we get into a massive rant on why most collectors do this absolutely wrong. And it completely disgusts me because they're losing so much money on their collecting journey. And then, of course, we talk about the future of collecting and some upcoming buying times you want to know about. So let's get into this. But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, whether it's a Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, you're just passionate about collecting and your movie fandom, you are in the right spot, my mega collecting friend. Go ahead and mega blockbuster that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave in the comments below, when do you like to buy your physical media? But let's get into it. So now let's blockbust into this news video. Let's talk about the best times to buy your physical media. Once again, I love all sorts of physical media. We celebrate Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, heck, even a VHS from time to time on this channel. So you love collecting physical media. You got to know the right times to buy because I want to save you money on your collecting journey. There's no need to break the wallet on your collecting. You can budget and you can save your money and buy an amazing collection at the right times. The timing is everything when it comes to collecting physical media. So let's talk about this. You got to buy when there's the sales and the deals. Now, I know a lot of people suffer from FOMO, fear of missing out. They think, oh my gosh, if I don't buy this right now, it's going to be gone and I'm never going to get it again. So I'm going to have to pay top dollar day one prices to get this movie into the collection. Now, I don't like that approach at all because you're paying so much more money, sometimes 4 to 5 times more than what you could pay for it later. And a lot of times, these prices drop significantly, especially in 2025. I've seen physical media prices drop so quick. Sometimes it only takes a week or 2 weeks or maybe a couple months, but these prices drop. There's always deals around the corner. There's always sales around the corner. So whether you look at the studios or boutique labels, you can get some kind of discount. It just depends on the time. Timing is everything here. So you got to buy, once again, when it's sale and discount time. And like I said, you may miss out on a little bit of items. So that's why I know FOMO kind of takes over people, because sometimes you do miss like a fancy schmancy new steelbook or a really cool case from a boutique label. But more often than not, a lot of these titles are still in stock, or even they come back. They just look and they're like, hey, we found a whole bunch more and a warehouse some more. It's like, come on, you were just testing to see if it was going to sell well, and then you were going to make different additions later on. So a lot of stuff does come back in stock, which is awesome. So that means you don't really have to have that fear of missing out as much. Once again, maybe you miss out on a couple things, but you're going to save so much money that I think it's absolutely worth it. So you got to buy when there are the sales. We know there's sales for these boutique labels at different times. Like we're just having recently that Vinegar Syndrome halfway to Black Friday sale. Amazing sale if you're collecting Vinegar Syndrome titles. And a lot of stuff came back in stock. There was even some new fancy slipcover stuff. So it was very awesome for people that wanted to collect, because now you just save some money instead of buying all that stuff day one for those super expensive prices. But then we know, like Criterion, they always do their sales in November and July. Amazing sale times if you're trying to collect Criterion. And then, of course, you have Scream Factory sales. You got Kino Lorber sales, Shocktober sales, right? I mean, Scream Factory and Kino Lorber still to have like a ton of sales every single season. It's like every other month, I swear, I get a Kino Lorber email like, hey, it's another sale time for the season. I'm like, all right, sounds good to me. So why are people buying these titles day one for top dollar prices? I absolutely don't get that at all. And it does infuriate me because I do want to make sure people are saving money. They're not breaking them, their budgets, because I want them to have longevity and they're collecting. And if you want to collect the best over a long period of time, you got to do it on a budget. You got to buy at the right time. It's as simple as that. But let's get into a massive rant now why so many people go about this the wrong freaking way. Time for a massive rant. So we got to talk about why collectors often buy at the wrong times and why it just disgusts me just a little bit, okay? Because it's just so weird to buy at these random times spend a ton of money, and then just go into debt. I don't like to see that. Now, if you can buy stuff day one for everything top dollar and you're within your budget and you have the money and funds to do so, no problem there. You collect how you want to collect. That's absolutely fine. You're supporting physical media. We love that on this channel. We celebrate that on this channel 100%. But when to see people, they break the wallet there because they're buying everything day one, when it's like, hey, you could have waited a couple weeks, a couple months, and got this stuff super cheap. That's where I'm like, I don't understand why some collectors, they have to buy everything day one, Blu-ray Tuesday. It may not even be a favorite movie of theirs, or it may just be something random, a blind buy, and you're paying top dollar for that, just hoping you're going to enjoy it. It's just too risky for the budget at that point, in my opinion. Of course, you want to get your favorites into your collection. So if there's a super limited edition, you got to buy day one. That happens occasionally. No worries there. But once again, some people will just buy everything day one. They have to get it. The FOMO takes over, and they just won't wait a couple weeks or a couple months for those sales and discounts. That I get a little bit less, and I don't understand. I'm like, come on, wait for the sales and the discounts, because then you can build up an even bigger collection at actually a greater speed. Because eventually, most collectors, they'll run out of money, they'll run out of space, they'll have all these issues that come up if they're just trying to buy everything at once, day one, let's go, let's go. And then they end up having a collection with a ton of different titles, but a lot of them aren't their favorites. A lot of them don't even get watched, and they basically over collected within their means of time and funds. And I'm like, no, let's slow it down. Let's be purposeful in our collecting, and let's save you some money. You just got to buy when you got the deals, you got the sales. And I cover those weekly to keep everybody informed and entertained in the world of physical media collecting, because I want to save you some money absolutely out there. So it just kind of gets me irritated when I'm like, some people are complaining about, oh my gosh, I need to buy everything absolutely day one, no matter what. And why? I don't understand. I don't understand, because what happens then is a lot of people say, hey, you know what? I can't do that. I'm going to stop collecting. And then because their wallet gets hurt so much, and then they're out of collecting completely. They don't have that longevity with collecting. So I say, hey, slow it down, buy at the right times. In the long run, you'll actually have a larger collection that you're absolutely going to love, because you're more picking the titles you really enjoy at a great discounted sale price. Think that's the way to do it. So yes, rants are always in good fun on this channel, of course. But let's get into the future of collecting and timing. Where does it all go to next? So now let's go into the crystal ball and talk about the future. These studios and labels know that they sell a lot during sales and discounts, which means they will probably keep having sales and discounts, because they know that's when people go for those titles. I mean, come on, Criterion could say, hey, the new starting price for our titles are at the same price all year round. But then there's not that urgency to pick them up during the sale time. So they're smart about it. They say, okay, we're going to have our sale in November, we're going to have our sale in July, and then that's when people are going to go in and get that, Criterion hunting on and pick up a ton of titles, because it is that sale time. That sale time creates that urgency. And so these boutique labels know that, like Vinegar Syndrome, once again, the Black Friday sales and the halfway sales, they know people will buy when it's a sale and when it's a discount. And it even overtakes me at certain points where I see a title I wouldn't have paid day one price for it, but when I see, boom, it got 50% off, now I'll probably pick it up, because there's a power to that sale, a power to that discount, where it's like, oh my gosh, I can get this title at that cheap of a price. I'm fine to blind buy at that point. And then a lot of times I end up loving the title, and I'm like, dang, I just saved a ton of money just waiting a little bit. So I absolutely love doing that myself. I'm a deal person. You guys know that if you watch this channel consistently, and I want to give you guys the sales and deals. That's what it's all about, keeping you guys informed and entertained in the world of physical media. But of course, you got to collect how you want to collect. It's all up to you. If you love buying everything day one, then do that. It's your money. Spend it how you want. Collect how you want to collect. Whatever format, whatever studio, whatever label, you do you. Simple as that. Collect what you're passionate about, and that's the best way to do it. Always. That's always the approach we preach on this channel, of course. But like I said, I just give tips, I give strategies. If you need to save some money because kind of prices are getting out of hand a lot of the times, well, here's some tips and strategies. Once again, save, be patient, wait for the deals and discounts, and then stock up on those titles you love. Simple as that. And I think that's going to be the great way to really collect going forward for many collectors to keep this hobby up. So there we go. Those are just my current thoughts right now. Maybe this changes in a few months or so. And maybe I'm like, no, I need to get everything day one. I don't think that's going to happen because I love the sales and deals, but who knows? This is just a train of thought kind of video. But there we go. Those are just my thoughts right now. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below. What do you think about buying and being patient to get those sales and discounts? Do you love waiting for the deals, or do you buy everything day one because the FOMO is so real to you? You have that fear of missing out. Let's have those movie conversations down below. Let's respond to each other, of course. That way we can share tips and strategies back and forth about budgeting and buying at the right times and how to really build a collection. And let's just have a fun time with our movie fandom down below. Let's try to keep it positive, of course. And if you haven't already, my mega collecting friends, go ahead and mega blockbust that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media news topic video posts. And of course, you love this physical media topic, go ahead and mega smash another physical media topic video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.